180.
Hi, I'm Daryl Gurney, the 2017 World Grand Prix champion, and you're listening to Tungsten Topics with Tom Beresford.
Hello, guys, and welcome to episode 4 of Tungsten Topics with me, Tom Beresford. In this week's episode, I will be reflecting on last weekend's final World Series event, which, of course, was the German Darts Masters in Dusseldorf. Also on this week's show, I will be going over the growth of the Junior Darts Corporation as they've extended their UK tour to 8 tournaments in 2018. My special guest on this week's show is the ferret Jonny Clayton, as he joins me for an exclusive chat on the back of his success at Players' Championship 22 recently. So going back to last weekend's World Series of Darts event over in Dusseldorf, as Peter Wright picked up his first World Series title of his career, as he defeated the legendary 16 times world champion Phil Taylor 11-4, with a very professional display from Snakebite, it has to be said, as he averaged 102.25 on his way to securing his first World Series title. Wright just missed 8 darts at double in the 15 legs played, as he was a worthy winner in the end. En route to the final, Wright was a dart away from defeat in the very first round, as Dragutin Horvat, of course, missed that match dart for tops for a 106 finish. In his second match, he came against Mensur Suljovic, who we all know how good Mensur is at the minute. In another last leg deciding thriller, as Snakebite fired a 14 darter on throw to secure his place in the semi-finals. Raymond van Barneveld was Snakebite's neck victim on his way to the final. It was another professional display from Wright, as he only missed 8 darts at a double again, over 20 legs, as he edged out Barney in an 11-9 victory, as the Menden-based star fired a 13 darter to secure his place in the final. The world number 1 Michael van Gerwen unfortunately had to pull out the tournament due to a foot injury. He did play his first round game with Martin Schindler, in which he played quite well, to be fair, but just ahead of his quarter-final match with James Wade, news came out that the world number 1 had to pull out, and James Wade received a bye to the semi-finals. This weekend, of course, was the start of the Unibet European Championship in Hasselt, which, of course, I will be discussing in next week's show. But earlier this week, the Junior Darts Corporation announced its expansion to their Modus UK Junior Tour to 8 events in 2018. The 2018 JDC Modus UK Tour dates and venues are as follows. UK Tour 1 will be at the George Albert Hotel in Dorchester on February the 17th. Event number 2 is Riley's Worcester in March the 24th. Event number 3 will be at the Cue Ball Club in Derby on April the 18th. Number 4, Riley's at Benfleet on June the 2nd. Event number 5 will be at Riley's Chorlton, a new venue for the JDC Tour, on July the 14th. Event number 6 will be at the Dart Locker in Exeter on September the 15th. Event number 7 will be at Riley's in Solihull on October the 27th. And the final UK Tour event with the Riley's Wolverhampton on November the 10th. Of course, after these events have concluded, the grand finals of the JDC UK Tour will be from December the 1st to the 2nd at the JDC headquarters over in Bristol. Moving on to this week's special guest, I was lucky enough to be joined by Jonny Clayton, a man who has been on the up now for some time in the PDC. And just a few weeks ago, he picked up his first PDC title over at Players' Championship 22 in Barnsley after a 6-1 victory over James Wilson in the final. Here is what the ferret had to say. Hello, Jonny, and thank you very much for dropping by this week. Firstly, Jonny, I'll take you back to Players' Championship 22, in which, of course, you picked up your very first PDC title. How would you summarise the day?
Hi Tom, thanks for this opportunity to speak to you, mate. I'm obviously delighted to win my first Players' Championship. It was a good day, I felt relaxed and my darts are going pretty good. I got through some tough games on the last leg, winning 6-5, and I just thought to myself that this could be my day. So I tried to focus then on winning the next game, and by winning game by game, the day just got better and better, mate.
You've had a pretty good year on the tour, Jonny, reaching 5 quarterfinals. How do you feel your year has gone so far compared to previous years on the circuit?
I am very happy with the year I've had, to be honest. It's my third year, and from the experience of the last 2 years, I feel my confidence is growing as shown by the results, I think, mate.
Of course, with darts in Wales proving to be on the up with players such as yourself, Gerwyn Price, Robert Owen, all progressing well, do you feel the standard of play within Wales is on the rise?
I do think that the standard of darts in Wales is on the up. There are a few more Welsh faces on tour now, and hopefully, with all the academies that we have around Wales, hopefully there'll be a few more Welsh players in the future.
With your maiden PDC title under your belt now, Jonny, what is next on the agenda for you?
I take darts step by step, mate. You have good days and you have bad days, but hopefully this is a start of good things to come for me, mate. Who knows?
So, Jonny, what first got you interested in this sport, and where did it all start for you on the darts front?
Well, my dad is absolutely dart mad, so I've grown up around darts, to be honest. But it all started when I started playing local league on a Thursday night after rugby training. Then it moved on then really to when I started playing Super League, then moving on to county, and that's when really it got pretty serious.
With the Players' Championship finals over in Minehead just around the corner, and of course this weekend's Unibet European Championship, how much are you looking forward to making your return to TV action? And of course you have Alexandra Palace to look forward to.
I'm really looking forward to getting back on some TV action. I find the buzz of the stage and the brilliant crowd, the atmosphere is second to none. So really, cannot wait.
Speaking of Alexandra Palace there, Jonny, you of course had a great debut there last year in defeating fellow Welshman Gerwyn Price 3-1. What are your memories from the World Championships at Ali Pali?
I think memories of the World Championships, last year, obviously winning my debut game against fellow Welshman Gezi. But when I saw the excitement on my wife and kids' faces when I won the game, that was second to none. I'll never forget that. A proud moment.
Since, of course, winning your tour card in 2015, Jonny, how do you feel your game has progressed since then?
After getting my tour card in 2015, I think my darts have progressed a hell of a lot, to be honest. Due to the standard of players you have to play against week in, week out, I think it can only get better. The standard is absolutely amazing.
With the Players' Championship Series on the floor now done and dusted, Jonny, how have you found the floor events this year?
I found the standard of the floor events this year has been awesome. With like 128 players who can all hit 11 darters for fun. It's always going to be a hard place, but it's a good place. It's all down it's all down to who's on form on that day, I think.
Do you socialise with the other Welsh lads on tour, such as Jamie Lewis, Mark Webster, Gerwyn Price, Robert Owen, Barry Bates, of course?
I do socialise with the Welsh guys. I get on really good with them all. I sit in the same table as Jamie Lewis, and obviously I'm in the same management system with Mark Webster, with Modus. So we sometimes share a room. But for the likes of Rob Owen, Richie Burnett, Barry Bates and Gezi, they're all characters and, a good laugh to be around. I don't think there's ever a dull moment with them guys.
I must ask you, Jonny, what has been your most memorable moment over the last few years since you, of course, won your tour card?
I think my most memorable moment has got to be my debut in Ali Pali. Absolutely amazing. That'll stick in my mind for a long time, I think, Tom.
Bit of change of subject here, Jonny. What has been the best advice you have received from your fellow professionals within the sport?
I think the best advice really is that you only get out what you put into darts. So if you put the time into it, I think results and things do come your way.
Of course, Jonny, this weekend you make your debut at the Unibet European Championships at Hasselt in Belgium. You take on the young Belgian Dimitri van den Berg. What are your thoughts ahead of that game and ahead of the tournament?
I'm really, really looking forward to this one, Tom. Playing against Dimitri in his home ground, it will be interesting. Nothing like a bit of banter from the home crowd. Obviously, it's my first time in the European finals. Yeah, really, really looking forward to this.
Massive thank you there to the ferret Jonny Clayton for dropping by on this week's show. Just out of interest, guys, before this show actually being aired, Jonny did, of course, play Dimitri van den Berg on Friday evening at the Unibet European Championships. He did enjoy a 6-1 victory over the young Belgian with a phenomenal display as he averaged 102.8, hitting 6 out of 13 on the checkouts. 4 180s, a very, very comfortable win for the ferret, hitting a 14-dart leg in the last leg to seal the win. A big thanks again to Jonny for coming on, and a massive thank you to you guys, as usual, for tuning in. Any more feedback on the show, get in touch at Tungsten Topics on Twitter. We also have a Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Tungsten Topics. Any topics you'd like to discuss with me personally, get in touch on Twitter at TomDartsJournal. And for now, that's it, guys. Tune in for next week's show next Saturday evening. I've been Tom Beresford, and this is Tungsten Topics. Thank you.